Hello, we are back. I was sick for the last 2 weeks. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm able again to do some editing and some videos, so we will jump back to Arco, Youth B semi-finals male, and we will cover Oscar, our friend from Canada, Torben from Germany, and Nicole Thomas from Thailand, and as well Japanese kids who are really strong, I have to say. Even Youth B, which is 14 and 15 years old. Some of them are mutants, and we heard the root setters already. Sometimes it's really hard to guess how strong they actually are. The qualification round was a little bit too easy in one group, but the semi-final round now is quite tough. I will talk a little bit about the bowlers, not too much, it's just more about the highlight reel, and we will get some feedback of the root setters, and then the highlight, the final of the B male category will follow soon. If you like these videos, consider supporting me on Patreon. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, do this. Here somewhere are the links. Let's jump straight into the video. Enjoy! Boulder number 1, this mean pink boulder on blue volumes. Nickel in his right hand has a cheetah dual tech screw-on hold, which is supposed to be used as a footer. Don't be misled by these blue big volumes, they are slippery as well, and the wall is slightly overhanging, but the main problem was not getting to the bonus zone, which a lot of kids climbers did, but the problem was getting your right foot really high above your shoulders, depends on your body size. Torben here leans to the left, but he uses the volume and not the screw-on, which keeps his hip really close to the wall. We can see it on the left side, while Junta here on the right side is able to get his right foot into the screw-on. But this is not Junta anymore, this is the other Japanese kid. But once you are there, you have to move, this is Junta again, your hip further to the right, and the lower screw-on, which he holds onto with his right hand, is really bad. It's nothing. So what you had to do now is get higher with your left hand and then push your hip to the right. What he tried was crossing over, and unfortunately it did not work.
Yeah, it was supposed to be hard, but maybe not so hard. But yeah.
Boulder number 1?
Yeah, this is the most strange thing for me, because it was supposed to be the easiest of the round, and I don't know, maybe it's a little more for the top part, and we saw 2 guys really close to the top.
Yeah.
So for sure it works, but it's a little bit too strange. It's about feeling, and you have to really believe in this tiny foothold, and yeah.
And the crimp for the right hand, the lower one.
No, yeah, it's not a crimp. It's just something to help to balance on the right side. And they try to put, everybody that gets there try to pull on it, and it's actually just to help you to sit better on your foot.
And then cross over.
And then actually you sit, when you sit really good on your foot, you can use this and even help with the palm lower, and then the last move, if you are really on the right side, is not very hard.
But all in all, what do you think about the round now, like just at the boulders?
Yeah, it's consistent. It's hard, and yeah, we know really the level of finalists. I think it's just hard round. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a hard round, and this hard round continued in boulder number 2 with this open move. Now you needed to swing with your left hand there where your right foot is, like this, and then kind of whirl around and twist around again to get to the zone hold, which is on the right hand side. But this is actually what most people do when they start climbing, and what kids do sometimes as well, or younger climbers. If you have a good jerk, try everything from this position and go back and forth and lose a lot of power in unnecessary attempts, unnecessary climbing moves, and nothing is really dedicated or nothing is really determined. We can see it here. Nickel moves back to the jerk and tries to find another position. All the while, I think he already knew what to do. but because this jug is so good, you can try many different things. Oscar somehow made it over this lip and then tried to move his right foot higher. Shaky camera work because I was surprised. Junta, on the other hand, I missed his move to the bonus hold, but out of this position he tried to move higher with his right foot first, like Oscar did. Didn't feel really comfortable, so he went back with his right foot onto the screw-on and his left foot first. It's a little bit easier from this position. You can push down with your right hand like Junta does here. Unfortunately, you cannot look down, so you have to feel for the hold, and Junta was the only one getting this done.
The friction was good. What did you do? Like
at the morning, we realized, especially on the third problem, we realized that the friction is way better than we thought than during the setting days, and that's why we make a little bit harder the upper part.
So they tweaked the top part a little bit, but the lower part into the toe hook was still hard, and the boulder all over was heartbreaking.
Oh! Come on! Oh!
The toe hook needed a really quick and powerful execution. You needed to stop it really close to the wall, and after the toe hook you still needed to jump to the right and hold the swing to this zone bonus hold. You had to jump if you're too small. Junta here, for example, he was quite tall, or is quite tall, especially for Youth B, was able to stick it while he was standing still on the foothold. And from this position on, you had to do a couple of not that committing moves. You were able to hold on to these holds quite good, but then sooner or later he had to reach the penultimate hold. And from this position it was quite hard to stick the last move. We've seen this guy from the USA drop it a couple of times, and while Junta was fighting hard here to reach the top in boulder number 3, something amazing happened over at boulder number 4, and while Junta fell here, we can see that Oscar
I'm speechless. If I make it to finals, I don't know what to say. Bouldering is not my passion. It's too burly and like technical for me. But the setters are amazing, so they make it so that everybody can make it on to finals. So really, thank you.
I loved Oscar's reactions, and he's just such a good guy. And we can see here, while Junta on the left side was not able to climb it, his body was too high, too far on the left side, while on the right side he's sitting in a stable position, can match the penultimate hold and aim from a stable position for the top hold. Boulder 3 has been topped several times, and also boulder number 4, which was quite balancy, and we will go live to Nickel Thomas over here. The balancy part led into this jump, and then you had to find a knee bar or a stable position to match the top hold. That was pure drama and entertainment, so we go live into what happened.
He's in his comfort zone on that kind of stuff, and now he's trying to fix the way for the top.
Boulder 1, come on in, yeah, you're there.
Only 30 seconds left now.
Back on the wall with Nico Thomas with number 4. He's again on the way, and again continues to replicate the movement, but now time will be a factor. So please everybody scream for Nico Thomas on the bullet number 4. The baby is pacing.
So Nickel climbed it, and Torben climbed boulder number 3. He only needed to top boulder number 4. This is his flash go, and we go back live to the action again.
Yes! It's him!
Superb action from Torben.
Das geht damit gewalt! Jawohl!
you think of the round?
I think it's quite okay. It's, I mean, it's of course it's hard one, but semi should be hard. Yeah, maybe just a little bit too hard, but.
And the final? What can we expect in the final?
Final, I think we plan not so much adjust round. I think it's okay like this, and yeah, it's easier, bit easier. I think easier for sure.
Wie fühlst du dich?
Gut. Es kam dann so, mit den Bouldern wurde es immer besser und dann...
Welcher war dein Lieblingsboulder?
Ja, der dritte.
Ja. Boulder Nummer 2, was hast du da?
Geht jetzt hoch? Da war ich dann irgendwie gepumpt und es war... Also der Dyno war halt echt anstrengend und danach runter, es war hart.
Boulder 4, was da? Wusstest du schon, dass du den...
Ich wusste, dass ich ihn klettern kann, weil ich halt, als ich den dritten gemacht habe, gesehen habe, dass der neben mir den vierten gemacht hat. Und dann ja, war das Ziel halt, ihn so schnell wie möglich zu machen und dann noch die Versuche so wenig wie möglich zu machen. Ja, und das hat gut funktioniert.
Das war der Abend anscheinend.
That was a really hard round. Oscar made it into the finals with only one boulder, and Nickel and Junta made it into finals only with 2 top bowlers. Quite hard semi-finals, but we know from the senior category this can happen quite often. I think what we've seen is a lot of typical mistakes in the youth. Too many tries, not really thinking about different other ways and methods how to climb a boulder, not really taking the time and the step back. Always take a step back and think what you're actually doing, what was happening, why it did work, why it didn't work, and a lot of heartbreaking moments. The guy from America, the USA, he fell like 2 times at the top of boulder number 3 with his hand already in the top pocket jug. That was a little bit too much for me when I was live there, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other again in the final category where we will talk before to the route setters, and we'll also take a look at the final blocks before the boys climb on them. Thank you so much again for supporting me. You can do this here. It makes it easier for me to spend more time with these videos and enjoy the other videos somewhere here. Stay climbed, keep parkour, see you soon.